Dear students, welcome to DAV Sri Vishnu Vidyaniketan's online classes. So myself Megam, I am dealing 7th class science. Today we are going to start a new topic, new lesson, heat and measurement. Let us start. So making the page into 3 boxes is the Cornell method of note taking. So if you follow it, it is very helpful to you. We wear woolen and dark colored clothes during winter when it is cold outside because these clothes keep us warm. We prefer to wear light colored cotton clothes when it is hot. They give us a feeling of coolness. Different changes takes place in different seasons and we wear different clothes in different seasons. So let us do this. So we have object here. So ice cream, it is cold, and fruit juice, it is also cold in nature. Metal chain, if you keep under the sun for some time, now it feels as hot. Spoon in a cup of tea, it also hot in condition. So these are the items which are cold and hot. For example, so we know some objects are cold and some objects are hot. We also know some are colder than others and some are hotter than others. Means we can have a comparison between the two cold bodies and two hot bodies too. So we knew all these by comparing with one another, means by touching, by sipping, like that. So this hotness or coldness can be expressed in terms of temperature. So this is the way. Temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness or a coldness of an object. Temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Now let us see here, some rice is cooking here, so that the lid on the vessel is moving up and down. Simply it is dancing. Okay. Let you check what is the reason behind it. So while cooking the rice, boiled water can be converted into water vapor. The volume of water vapor increases, so it tries to go out. So in this process, it tries the lid to lift up and escape. Whenever there is a gap is there for the water vapor, it simply escapes out. That's why some white color fumes are going out, we observed. So but we need the energy to lift it up. This energy given by the heat energy. Not a normal water, only hot water can have this energy, because heat is a form of energy that is transferred from vessel to the water. So heat is a form of energy. The energy which makes an object appear hot or cold is called heat. Now conversion of energy. Energy can be converted from one form to the other. So example, rub your hands together. How do you feel? Yes, it is hot. Beat the iron with hammer. Did you observe any heat? Yes, definitely heat is generated. Now take a soap nut seed and rub it on a stone and touch it. How do you feel? Very hot. And in all the above cases, see, the handy energy or mechanical energy is converted into heat energy. So means an conversion of energy takes place while doing some action. So heat is a form of energy. It can be converted from one form to the other. and heat can be transferred from the body at a higher temperature to a body at lower temperature. This is the basic difference between the heat and temperature. Heat is a form of energy and it transfers from one body to the other. And which decides the transfer of heat? Yes, definitely it is the temperature who decides the heat energy to move from one body to the other. Electrical. It converts electrical energy into heat energy. Now it is a gas stove where it converts chemical energy into heat energy. Yes, it is a solar heater where solar energy, the energy coming from the sun is converted into heat energy. So in all these cases, different forms of energies are finally converted into heat energy. As our lesson is heat, so we need to get heat energy from different sources. Now these are the energy conversions. In the above examples, different energies are converted into heat energy. Now let us see, it is a thermal power plant where heat energy is converted into electrical energy. See, in the previous slide we have seen electrical heater where it converts electrical energy into heat energy. Now we have a reverse process where heat energy is converted into electrical energy in thermal power plants. And steam engine where in olden days all trains run with steam engines where heat energy is converted into mechanical energy. Now heat and temperature. Let us find the difference between heat and temperature. Yes, now here we have a GIF format image where one body is at a temperature of 90 degrees and another body is at a temperature of 10 degrees. When they keep together, the heat energy transferred from the higher temperature body to lower temperature body up to they got the same temperature, same heat energy. So that's why 90 is converted into 50, 10 is also increased to 50. In the both they got the same 50 degrees. This attainment of the same temperature by the transfer of heat is called as thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. So heat energy moves from hotter object to a colder object until both objects attain the same temperature. And temperature is a measure of the heat energy which decides the flow of heat energy. See, both the temperature and heat are seems to be similar, but they are not similar. Okay. Heat is a form of energy and temperature is the measure of that heat energy. It decides the flow of heat from hotter body to colder body. Thermometer. So this is the structure of thermometer where it contains a long glass tube which contain capillary inside a small gap, and one end it has a glass bulb, one end it has a hook, it is closed and a hook is there. At the glass bulb mercury is filled so that it is filled in certain areas which touches the lower fixed point, and the entire part is called stem and we have upper fixed point also. This we are seeing in the image is a laboratory thermometer, and by using this thermometer we can check the temperature of various reactions takes place in the lab. Now we find a scale which is marked to express temperature in degrees Celsius. In the laboratory thermometer especially, all the temperatures are measured in degrees Celsius. Now this arrangement of marks is called scale of temperature. This arrangement of marks is called scale of temperature. So all thermometers works based on the fact that matter expands on heating. Matter expands on heating. And mercury or alcohol is used as thermometer liquids. So why they are used as? So we have a properties of mercury. Mercury's expansion is uniform, means it never goes stopwise or jerking. It is uniform, it's go on, and it is opaque and shining. We can easily find out where the mercury higher point is, and it does not stick to the sides of the tube, and it is a good conductor of heat. It is available in pure state. Okay, these are the advantages associated with the mercury. Now, properties of alcohol. So, it can be recorded very low temperatures, even negative temperatures also it can, and its expansion is very large. Even a small degree of or small rise of temperature, it will show the difference very clearly, and it can be colored brightly to easy visibility. It can be available in yellow color, orange color, red color, blue color also. So that's why mercury or alcohol is used as thermometer liquids. So this is the first part. Students, I hope you understood. Thank you very much.